Poverty is the state of being extremely poor, not having money, food, shelter or anything. There are different types of poverty. We have situational, generational, absolute, relative, urban, and rural poverty. Situational poverty is a temporary kind of poverty. It's usually caused by a crisis or loss. Generational poverty is a type of poverty that happens in families that are born into at least 2 generations of poor families. People who live in absolute poverty are people that are trying to survive daily. They are people who lack food, water, shelter and other necessities. Relative poverty means that a family's economic status doesn't meet the society's average standard. Urban poverty happens in places with large population. Occurs in metropolitan areas. Rural poverty happens in places with a low population. Happens in places where families don't have the services they need or care. Occurs in non-metropolitan areas. More than 3 billion people live in poverty. That's about half of the world's population. 80% of the whole world's population lives on less than $10 a day. 1 billion children worldwide are living in poverty and 22,000 children die a day because of poverty. Poverty causes spread of disease and lack of education. Lack of education leads to people being unable to work and gain money, so they stay poor and the cycle never ends. There are many ways you can help. You can start by donating money to organizations that help end poverty. If there are poor people in the area you live in, you can start by them and help by giving them food and cloth to help them. Volunteering is very important. You can volunteer in different things, for example events where people sell cloth to poor people for low prices or packing food. You can also volunteer to stay in a poor place and help for a week. Many huge organizations do that. Help by donating food in food banks.